wisdom's less rehearsed. It sent us heavenly wisdom, justice, truth, be ours for. Remain standing, please. Jamaica land we love. At this time, I'll invite Elder Davon Williams, Elder Williams, to come and do prayers. Elder Williams.
Thank you, sir. I didn't know that I was an elder, but let us bow our heads for prayer. Wonderful Counselor, the mighty God, everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. We pause in your presence once more this morning, thanking you for life, for health and strength, for providing for us the basic necessities of life. It is not because we are better than anyone else. Rather, we are sinful and disobedient. But it is written, while we were yet sinners, you died for us. And so, Lord, as we initiate this internet access ceremony in our very own Park, we invite your Holy Spirit to tabernacle with us. Bless the proceedings. Be with each and every one of us. We ask these mercies through Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Amen. Amen.
Thank you very much. And I'll still say Elder. Elder Williams. Yes. That's all right. Yeah. All right. Could you kindly arrange to have the right? Right. But Madam CEO, I think you may want to sit beside the Madam Chair. You may want to sit beside Minister. I don't want any of you to faint. Right. Right. Can we put these? Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. At this time, I'll invite Miss Shanique Cornwell to bring greetings on behalf of the Universal Service Fund. Give her a round of applause as she comes. Shanique Cornwell.
Let me start by just acknowledging the Honorable Dr. Christopher Tufton, Minister of Health and Wellness, Miss Lorraine Dobson, Counselor for the Springfield Division, Dr. Diana Thorburn, Board Chairman of this Bellevue Hospital, Miss Suzette Buchanan, the Chief Executive Officer, other specially invited guests, members of my USF family, students, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is truly a privilege to stand before you all today and speak on behalf of an institution that has really been a torchbearer of progress in our country, Jamaica. That is the USF. And for those of you who don't know, the Universal Service Fund is an agency under the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications, and Transport. And at the USF, we're driven by a simple yet profound belief. And it's that in the age of the digital revolution, connectivity isn't just about being online. It's a therapeutic journey, it's a tool of empowerment, and it is certainly a path to well-being. Our dedication to that extent is unwavering, and we work tirelessly at the Universal Service Fund to ensure that ICT services are available to Jamaicans, but not just that, it's also affordable, and we ensure that it's reliable, ensuring as well that we address both practical necessities and holistic well-being. And that really is why we're here at the O-Park today. At the USF, our footprint has been significant. Through our consistent efforts, we have touched countless lives all across the island. So I want you to just consider this. We have funded over 900 ICT projects spread across Jamaica's length and breadth. To date, we have 19 public Wi-Fi hotspots established in major towns and historical spots. Here in Kingston, I'm sure you would have seen that we have a public Wi-Fi hotspot at Emancipation Park, at St. William Grant Park. We also have one at Devon House, and we have another 10 public Wi-Fi hotspots that we will be launching by the end of this financial year. To our credit as well, we've established in excess of 226 community Wi-Fi hotspots in individual communities across Jamaica. Our community access point projects have also equipped over 330 community organizations with some vital ICT equipment. The USF not just does that, it has also prioritized inclusivity, funding special group projects for institutions like the Jamaica School for the Blind, as well as the Portmore Self-Help. And one of the programs that is near and dear to my own heart, our Technology Advancement Program, really stands out. And to date, we've trained in excess of 1,500 unattached youths. And interestingly, at this time, we have approximately 300 students immersed in a coding intervention under TAP in partnership with the Amber Group as well as the Heart NSTA Trust. So ladies and gentlemen, we've also invested heavily in ensuring that our public institutions like these, in addition to libraries, hospitals, and schools, are also well connected. We also provide funding to the tune of $700 million on an annual basis to the e-learning project, ensuring that tools like tablets reach the hands of our deserving teachers as well as those students who are actually on the path. And we're also fueling the future. So we're investing in scholarships, we're providing grants, we're providing financial assistance for graduate research, the most recent being funding of a research project at the University of the West Indies Mona campus. Our special initiatives also span across several sectors. So we funded the educational channel on PBCJ TV, and we've also provided ICT capacity building to the Ministry of Justice, the Fire Brigade, as well as the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So looking ahead, ladies and gentlemen, the vision of USF is very clear, as it is also ambitious. So here is where I want to end. At USF, we want to see every nook and cranny of Jamaica connected with quality internet. We want to make digital resources a tool for comprehensive well-being, and certainly we want to build a digital ecosystem that attends to every single Jamaican's mind, body, and soul. So in closing, I'd like to reiterate that the USF, we're not just going around laying down wires and setting up these hotspots. We're trying to weave the fabric of a connected, empowered, and flourishing Jamaica. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
Thank you very much, Shani Cornwall. Let me invite Dr. Diana Thorburn, Chairman, Board Chairman, Bellevue Hospital. Give her a mighty round of applause. Doing a great job.
Good morning, and thank you to all of you who are here. Welcome, Minister. We are always happy to have you here. I am here because of this minister. Nearly 3 years ago, he asked me to chair this board. And I didn't know not about Bellevue and kind of knew what most of us know. You know, I won't say the words, but I had in my mind mostly what most people have in their minds, and it wasn't a very positive idea. But I accepted, and I accepted because I knew I would have his support, because Minister Tufton is the most mental health supporting Minister of Health in Jamaica's history. He assigned me one mandate. He said, if you do one thing, achieve the separation. What does that mean? Meaning that it had long been mandated and directed that the hospital divide its operations between treatment of acute patients and a residential facility for our nearly 400 discharged, stable residents who have nowhere to go, what some of you might think of as social cases. And I want to say that we are well on our way to achieving that. And 3 other things that have happened that I want to talk about today, because besides a mandate, of course, a mandate of any chairman is to try and leave the place a little bit better than she found it, right? And there were quite a few things that there were to leave better. And one of them is our website. Our brand new website has launched today. It is beautiful. Congratulations to the team for making this happen. It took 3 years, but it's finally happened, and I think it was worth the wait. The other thing was, I don't know how many of you follow Minister Tufton on his social media. I'm sure a lot of you do. Yesterday, he posted about the several, was it 100 new posts that have been created for the public sector. And I want to tell you that 22 of those posts are ours. And within those 22 posts are 4 specialist posts that Bellevue has never had before. A forensic medicine specialist, addiction specialist, an internist, and one other which I should remember. Forgive me, I can't remember right now, but I'm so happy about that. Because besides the fact that we are going to be moving forward in our goals to upgrade the hospital, to make it a better institution serving Jamaica's mentally ill and the community, it also means that we are moving forward on our goals. So these were some of the goals that we had set out. The other thing that I want to celebrate today, which is very different from when I got here 3 years ago. Bellevue is a place that people want to be. Bellevue is a place that people want to be associated with. Not even in my wildest dreams would I have imagined that we would be at this point. And I am so proud to be here for this occasion. I'm looking forward to having you all here when we turn that building over there into the Staff Resource Center and Multipurpose Facility. So USF might need to increase the bandwidth when that happens, because it's going to have internet facility for children of staff and for community members, a homework center, a safe place for children and children of the community, children of staff and children of the community to come after school and in a nurturing and an enriching environment. So with the support of the minister and with the incredible work of our CEO, where is she? Couldn't have done any of this without either of them. I am so happy to be here. Welcome, and thank you, USF, for this incredible initiative. We are very grateful, and it will be made good use by our staff, our patients, our residents, and those in the community, especially those who come here to the beautiful U Park. Another new thing that is very wonderful about the new Bellevue. Thank you so much.
Give Chairman another round of applause. Thank you very much, Chairman. At this time, let me invite Ms. Suzette Buchanan, Chief Executive Officer, Bellevue Hospital. And I don't know if you'd want a better CEO. And may I tell you, she was the CEO, a matter of fact, just before my advent to the Universal Service Fund. She was the CEO for the Universal Service Fund. Give her a big round of applause. And so she would have reached out to me, knowing the person that Madam CEO is. She asked me to do a tour. And some months ago, we did the tour, and she asked for a complete blanket of the park, not just for the staff, but more so for the patients. And I committed then that here it is, the CEO of the former CEO of the Universal Service Fund is asking the current CEO for a Wi-Fi in her park. Bellevue Hospital is the best place to provide this facility. And I tell you, it's all because of who Madam Buchanan is. She is a lady of vision. She is a lady of action. And she just didn't ask for it. She would call in a muffled voice, where is the thing I asked you for? And thank God, commitment made, commitment kept. Give your CEO a big round of applause as she comes to us.
Thank you, Moderator Dr. Dawes. Thank you so very much. And I'll hasten to say that this is not the first contribution at all to the Bellevue Hospital. Some years ago, we were able to get a couple millions of dollars to build out our technological infrastructure. So we thank you so much. Sir, thank you so much. Dr. the Honorable Christopher Tufton, Minister of Health and Wellness. Thank you so much for being here. It's the second time for the month. Give our ministers a round of applause. It's always good to have you, and we thank you so much for your continued support, your drive, your push, the calls, the messages, and just the exemplary work that you have been doing with us here at the Bellevue Hospital. As Chairman said, we really could not have done this without you. Dr. Diana Thorburn, my God, what would I have done without you? You are a gem. Uno clap me, Chairman. No, man. This is a working chairman. This is, in fact, the chairman of all chairmen. Madam Chairman, I thank you so much. If that makes sense, then it's all good. Councillor, Miss Lorraine Dobson, Councillor, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for being a part of the family. Ms. Shanique Cornwall spoke earlier. Thank you so much. Dr. Bridget Opiabi, good morning. Mr. Devon Williams, other members of the team, other members of the nursing team, our two deputies, the other members, charge nurses, my blue butterflies over there. For HAs, thank you so much for being here. Dietary, finance, all of your department, members of the media, every single one of you this morning. Maintenance, we thank you so much for being here. Sanitation, good morning. Good morning. It is with great pleasure and sense of profound pride that I stand before you in the beautiful UPark on this momentous occasion, as we come together to celebrate the launch of a significant and transformative addition to the Bellevue Hospital campus. Today we unveil a service that not only bridges the digital divide, but also promotes wellness, community engagement, and mental health in ways we could have only dreamt of in the past. I remember, as Dr. Dawes said, life has a way of coming around full circle. So good to be here. As the CEO of Bellevue Hospital, I'm deeply honored to welcome you to this special event, which marks a new chapter in the history of our esteemed institution. Bellevue has long been the Caribbean's premier psychiatric hospital, offering a wide array of inpatient and outpatient services with a steadfast commitment to the mental health and well-being of the patients. Today, as we inaugurate this Wi-Fi hotspot within our hospital park, we embrace a remarkable opportunity to expand our mission further. This project, made possible through the generous support of the Universal Service Fund, embodies the power of collaboration, dedication, and shared vision for a brighter and more inclusive future. I remember when I called Mr. Dawes. And I said, Mr. Dawes, I can get some Wi-Fi. He did not hesitate. He said, yes, man, I will come down there. I'll come down there and look. And by the time you look, he was outside. Come, and we have somewhere else to go. So I'm very grateful for you for that, sir. The Wi-Fi hotspot in the park will not only serve our patients and staff, but also the broader Bellevue community and its visitors. It is a testament to our commitment to fostering connectivity, breaking down barriers, and promoting mental health through the positive use of technology. In a world where digital access has become a necessity, particularly in the wake of global challenges, this initiative extends a lifeline to those who may have felt isolated and disconnected. It is a step towards creating a space that encourages not only connectivity, but also community, mental wellness, and the pursuit of knowledge. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Universal Service Fund for their unwavering support in making this project a reality. Your dedication to the cause of digital inclusion and improved mental health is commendable, and we are proud to have been chosen as partner in this endeavor. Today, as we declare this Wi-Fi hotspot open, I'm filled with optimism for the future. The possibilities it unlocks are endless, and I look forward to witnessing the positive impact it will have on our lives and, of course, those who we serve. Thank you so much, Universal Service Fund. We really appreciate this.
Give Madam CEO a bigger round of applause than that. Thank you very much, Madam Buchanan, and I am committing here publicly that whatever ICT need you have, I am prepared to respond favorably. All right, I'm going to invite Miss Lorraine Dobson. She is the current counselor for the Springfield Division, and this is the constituency of the father of the Universal Service Fund. I'm speaking of none other than MP Philip Paulwell. And I want you to convey to him that for him, we are Mission Eagles Church. For you, I am praying. Oh, you all don't know that one. All right. For him, we are praying. Give Madam Councillor a round of applause as she comes.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Dawes, Minister of Health, Honorable Christopher Tufton, the CEO of Bellevue, Ms. Buchanan, Dr. Thorburn, Chairman of the Universal Service Fund, Ms. Stacy Ann Lawman, Patient Affairs, members of staff of the Bellevue Hospital, members of staff from the Universal Service Fund, members of the community, members of my own constituency executive, good afternoon. I stand here this afternoon to bring a brief greetings on behalf of the constituency and the Member of Parliament, and myself as the councillor of which Bellevue falls. Universal Service Fund, I can safely say that I was there from the inception. At that time, I was the assistant to the then minister, or MP, Mr. Paulwell. And I stand here to apologize for his absence because he would very much want to be here. Bellevue again on the other side, even though it falls within my division, I served on the Bellevue board between the year 2012 to 2016. And when I got the call over the weekend from Universal Service Fund about the launch of this Wi-Fi hotspot, and they said to me, the park, because I was wondering where on the compound this Wi-Fi hotspot will be put. And so when I came here this morning, because in my time, we had no park. So when I came here this morning and I saw the park, I said, well done. A few things had started with us, like the laundry, and I'm pleased to see that it is completed. Universal Service Fund has come a long way. We were able to get 3 so far in the constituency. And I just sit there and remind Mr. Dawes that he promised me one next door in the Bowerbank community, and I won't let him off the hook for that one. And so we appreciate and we understand the work of the Universal Service Fund since we were there with it from the start. And I am pleased to see that they are continuing to carry out their mandate to make each community, or almost every community, connected to Wi-Fi. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor. She is former director of this institution. Give her a big round of applause for that. Police, where are you? Corporal Demore Suman. Demir? Come tell us your name. Give Corporal a round of applause as he comes.
So the name is Demers Suman. So good day, everyone. I'll be quick. There's a lot to say from the police perspective. Really happy to be here. So the superintendent in charge of the division, Miss Tommy Lee Chambers, that's Mrs. Tommy Lee Chambers, unavoidably couldn't be here today. Other issues that really prevented her from sharing her wonderful presence. So, representing her. So, Wi-Fi and the Universal Fund. We are no strangers. We're happy to say we have been places where you have stamped your importance. I heard that you should go by Bowerbank, but several other places that you have already been. One of such communities, the Burger community. So let's get down to the meat of the matter. Free Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi in itself speaks of communication and a lot of things that I'll get into. But for it to be free, we all know that it costs so much for Wi-Fi at home and on phone. Many persons, they don't even have credit. Please call me. It still works. I don't know how it works, but I know it works. Madam Dobson and other nurses and persons of importance, you'll find that you talk to people and they have very important things to tell you, but BAPS credit done. Wi-Fi, many persons communicate by Wi-Fi. So if I have Wi-Fi and you don't have Wi-Fi, breaking communication. So let's get back to why this event is so important. Free Wi-Fi is going to do a lot. It helps with your communication, your valid, important communication. It helps with your business. Long ago, you used to join in queues to pay a school fee and other issues. Cut out almost off the pass. Everything now has to be done via internet. It helps with your security. You can be here and you're looking at your home. A car is at the gate, you don't know the plate. And you can make a communication. And we could go on and on. It helps with your recreation. I don't want to mention TikTok, but persons do things after a hard day's work. So if it's to look at the flowers, if it's to go on Animal Planet, if it's to fast in other people's business, I'm talking as it is. There are things that people do to survive, to flourish, to smile. And Wi-Fi makes that possible. So to tell you thanks, it's like like a minute word. It's very important. We appreciate your gesture. We're going to now cherish what you have given us. You said it's a blanket. We appreciate that because persons have Wi-Fi, they step out of their little space and it doesn't work. So I'm going to check out the system when I come here to see how wide the blanket is. We didn't need an invitation to come to Bellevue. Bellevue is our place. From the security officers see us, they lift up the barrier. Some ask for the name, some don't. Bellevue is coming from a far place when there were incidents and issues surrounding the hard-working staff of this facility. And we cannot board. We haven't gotten any report. Haven't gotten any report of robbers and petty thieves. We have sessions with the nurses, and I always say to nurses that you will always be the biggest prey for a thief. Why? The nurses are very quiet. They are very loving. They are very considerate. I don't know if any of the nurses walk with acid or ice pick. But if a thief is looking for someone to rob, and they see the conductor, the teacher, the pastor, the builder, the construction worker, and the nurse will be the target of choice. Based on your profession, based on how pleasant you are. So we're happy to say that we are here, and we're here on a good note. We're here celebrating something to our benefit. And not saying goodbye. I know I'll be seeing you, Mr. Chairman, in some community. This entire division is ours. So whenever you're launching a Wi-Fi and they give us the invitation, we run to come. So it was really a pleasure sharing, and we anticipate success and excitement from your free Wi-Fi.
Thank you very much, Corporal. You will be Sergeant soon. That we will make sure. All right, let me invite Campion High School, Mrs. Teacher, Mrs. Allison Bailey. Are you here? Oh, sorry, Camperdown. Give her a big round of applause when she comes. Camperdown. Is she here? Give her another round of applause as she comes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Honorable Minister Tufton. It is good to support the Bellevue Hospital in all its endeavors, and we also want to say thank you to the Universal Fund for the donation, and to the hospital and to its environs. As we say, technology is important, and we have been increasing our technological output in various ways. So we just want to say thank you, and thank you for having us here.
Thank you very much, Teacher Bailey. At this time, we do understand the role of the minister. My minister is not here, and I apologize. He is traveling. And so is my chairman traveling. So happy to have not Daniel Dawes observation only, but the Blue Dot poll. The Blue Dot poll says he's what? The hardest working what? Minister. Give him a big round of applause. He is a giant of a man, and he will definitely, a year ago I gave him $17 million. That is to the Ministry of Health. Not him. Give him a big round of applause again, please, everybody.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. We can always look for a treat when you chair these proceedings. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, headed by your chairperson, Diana Thorburn, Doctor, and your CEO, Ms. Buchanan. And of course, I have to recognize our counselor, the counselor for this division, Ms. Dobson, right? I'm wearing the wrong glasses, sorry. And Daniel, of course, recognize you and the members of the Universal Service Fund. And all the lovely uniformed individuals who are here. I was wondering if this constituted the staff, but I hear that Mr. Dawes has a very good relationship with some of you, so he actually transported you in, which is good. The exposure is good, and it's lovely to see you, particularly those young up-and-coming, because we need you for the future, right? To the regular staff members who are here, including the men up in the treehouse up there, videoing from a distance, all of you are very important to this very noble institution. I want to recognize all of you and thank you. So I'm not intended to be very long because a lot has been said. What I'll start off by saying is that if your CEO and chairperson would just create a little spot down here for me in the garden as the minister's desk, I commit to you that I will come here more often than any other minister or visitor that you are experiencing. The treehouse, just make sure you brand it the minister's treehouse, right? Because this is the best little garden in any public health institution anywhere in Jamaica. And I want to declare that when I want my wellness break, Bellevue is going to be the place to get my wellness break. And appropriately so. And I'm making this point because I want to say to Jamaica and those looking on who don't know that this is the place you come to for remedy, not the place that you fear that the transition is in full flight. Bellevue is not what you used to think Bellevue was. Bellevue is a place for therapy, for rehabilitation, and for reintegration. We don't want to keep anybody here forever. We want you to come, improve, and reintegrate. And I believe that we're getting there. And there are several components to that. There is the clinical component, which you hear the chairman spoke about some additional staff. You already have about 600 staff. You're going to get some more. There's some rationalization that will have to take place over time as you separate from the chronically ill patients who need clinical care to those who are basically infirmed, who have been living here for an extended period of time. But beyond that, we are giving to this institution all aspects of professional service where that rehabilitation can take place. And that's that announcement around 20 plus other professionals is an indication of that, hopefully. But your surroundings are also very important because I don't think many Jamaicans, and Council said it, she has been a part of this community. She has been a part of the board. She has been a part of Universal Access Fund. So she's, for all intents and purposes, a veteran in public service and public life. And she herself was surprised when she came on the compound. I want to say to you that maybe one of the things you need to do is to have organized periodic visits of those critical stakeholders and key influencers who you need to help you in your thrust towards changing the perception and the impression of what Bellevue Hospital is. In other words, and I'm saying this to the CEO and the chairman, You have a lot of people out there who pride themselves in being influencers. Some of them are business people. Some of them are young people on social media with them account with 100,000 followers. Do a little structured thing and bring them into the garden and have a little conversation and show them around and tell them to go forth and sell the message. Because what Bellevue needs now more than everything else is not just the change in structure and organization. What it also needs, importantly, is this change in the mindset and the perception of the Jamaican people about what Bellevue is. Gone should be the days when we tell people that we're sending them to Bellevue Madhouse, because it suggests that it is a permanent arrangement to get them out of society. And that's not what this organization is about, and not what it should be perceived as being about. It is a place for therapy. It is a place for reinstituting a state of mind that is progressive, that is productive, and that is happy. That's the vision. And symbolism is as important as the actual manifestation of that vision. And this garden is a manifestation of that. So turn out to Universal Service Fund and the contribution. I want to thank Sir Dawes for his ongoing energy and what he has brought to this. It is good that our current CEO got her feet wet in the role. You probably give him a few little tips why I'm so good in a CEO, although I'm not admitting it, right? But we're happy to have her, and I must say we have the finer half of the two of you. How is that? Huh? But I want to thank you and the team and the minister who isn't here for this contribution of technology, because again, part of the approach is to integrate technology in the therapy. And what is going to be important is that those who use it in a way that enhances their therapy. And maybe to the extent that we can manage some of that and maybe influence some of that is something that you probably need to sit with the technology people and look at. I just saw a study where internet access can be as much a negative as it can be a positive. And in a setting such as this, we want it at all times to be a positive. For the staff, it means enhanced environment for you. I'm told that this is a 1 million approximately expenditure between the infrastructure and the maintenance per annum, and that's good. And it is going to have the capacity to allow up to 200 persons to have access at any one point in time. That's a lot. It means that most persons who want it can have it. And in a setting where you can do a lot of very positive things, because this park is where the access and the coverage takes place. So, one other good thing about the institution worth telling the story of why Bellevue is about rehabilitation and not condemnation and outcast. And we thank you, partners in the Universal Service Fund and others who have been part and parcel of this. So ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to be here, proud to identify with all of you and let the building and the expansion and the perception awareness continues around this institution. Thank you very much.
Give Minister another big round of applause. Thank you very much, Minister. And just to remind you that your community Wi-Fi at Browns Hall, you know Browns Hall? Yeah, Browns Hall is ready and ready to be launched at your convenience. Give the Universal Service Fund a big round of applause. Taking care of the minister. All right. The last item on the program, and then we are going to do the unveiling right over there, is an item from Vauxhall High School with an item. Give them a big round of applause, Vauxhall. Oh, they're right here. She's right here. Come on. And I understand that this is a JCDC goal. Give her a big round of applause.
First and foremost, my name is Nayasha Unter, And today I'm going to be doing a poem called Violence. So this poem was for JCDC contest that we did this year. We didn't get to finish, but yeah. The poem goes like this. The violence, the violence, the violence, the violence, the violence, the violence. Hey boy, you just a chuck it so. With the Glock in your hand, you just a bust it so. I leave people life in a pain and sorrows. I shed innocent blood. Remember and so it go. Remember what goes around cut you. You a kill, him a kill, she a kill, them kill, we a kill, and that's not the Father's will. And that's not the Father's will. One must say, and that's not the Father's will. One must say, and that's not the Father's will. Me son, no forget when me tell you. Keep me commandments in your heart, for you will live long, and you will have peace and prosperity. Peace and prosperity? Yes, peace and prosperity. Now make the love and faithfulness of God take himself from you. Fear God, and tell evil for back up, and this will bring health and nourishment to your bone. To my bone, now despise the discipline of the Lord. Aye.
All right, give her another round of applause. We are going to give her a gold medal for that, all right? Just recognizing VP, Mr. Sean, that is the Vice Principal, Dunhoon Park Technical, Mr. Sean Aaron. Where is he? Just raise your hand, Sean. In the far. All right. Around the back. All right, good. So at this time, let me ask Stacy and Lorman to come and do the vote of thanks. Stacy Ann, give Stacy Ann a round of applause as she comes, and then we are going to do the unveiling thereafter, immediately thereafter.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Here at the Bellevue Hospital, it's the little things that make us happy. We are ever so cognizant of the fact that there's a thin line between being well and not being so well. So as the minister says, it's not a place to fear, rather, it is the place to be. And when a leader can conceptualize an idea, and corporate Jamaica, in the form of Universal Service Fund, can rise to assist the Ministry of Health and the Team Bellevue Hospital in achieving this milestone and facilitate us remaining well, we cannot help but rise and say thank you. To the Minister, Dr. Christopher Tufton, we are honored to have you in our midst today and your continuous support for improving mental health. Our esteemed board chairman, Dr. Diana Thorburn, who is ever so present and supporting the initiatives of our dedicated leader. Thank you for dropping this transformational leader and the change agent into the mix in the form of our CEO, Ms. Suzette Buchanan, who has risen to the occasion time and time again to improve different aspects of our facility one step at a time. She has kept us on our toes and have sought to conceptualize these unique ways of keeping not just the staff engaged, but facilitating access to the mentally ill so that they can be exposed to what is happening in the rest of the world. Free internet access for all? Wow, what a legacy. To the police officers, to the students, Vauxhall, Dunoon, Camperdown, Miss Lorraine Dobson, Miss Cornwall, to Mr. Dawes, CEO of the USF, to our dedicated managers, hardworking hospital staff, your presence here today underscores the significance of this historic occasion in the life of Bellevue Hospital. Thank you for being here. So today, in the words of Nina Simone, the Black recording artist, birds fly high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life. And here at the Bellevue Hospital, we are feeling good. Which other hospital has free Wi-Fi for staff? Which other hospital has free Wi-Fi for distressed relatives who need to keep in contact? Which other hospital can say that they have provided this beautiful, phenomenal, safe space for the wider community to access? So let me repeat. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for us. And the Universal Service Fund, you have made this possible. And oh, we here at the Bellevue Hospital is feeling good. As part of your corporate strategy and vision, while some organizations has pushed mental health and the Bellevue Hospital on the back burner, USF has sought to connect us and connect us in ways that truly matter. Not only do the patients and staff have the benefit of this safe space, but with this new service, the community and all visitors can benefit from free internet service. USF, you have broken barriers. As your initiative today will have positive impact for generations to come. This Wi-Fi system represents more than just technology. It symbolizes inclusion, connectivity, empowerment, and progress. It will enhance the patient's experience, support staff in their vital work, and benefit the entire community. We are so excited about the positive changes that this will bring to our institution. You have bridged the digital divide and helped to break the stigma associated with mental illness. USF, you have changed the game. So in closing, we want to express our profound appreciation again to you, USF, and to all persons who are here today, and to the community for helping us to bridge this digital divide and promoting access to information. Thank you all for being here and being part of this momentous occasion. And we look forward to your continued support and collaboration that will help us advance our mission here at the Bellevue Hospital for restoring hope and empowering minds. Thank you.
Very good, Madam Stacy. I'll have to invite you to do all our vote of thanks. At this time, we are going to do the unveiling. Minister, Chairman, CEO, everybody, please, let us just gather around the sign there. We are going to be doing the, Madam Councillor, the unveiling, please. And at the end of the unveiling, we have refreshment over there. I think Kong soup and all that over there. No Kong soup or fish tea?
Universal Service Fund. So we tell them, we connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. We connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. Everybody have to get